Good evening, Toastmasters. Kent Blakeney here. I'm going to try to lead you through logging in, going to your path, and figuring out how to get to your first speech. Once I do that, I'll show you how to get to your second speech. That will be good for right now. Let's get everybody going, at least doing their first speech, which is your icebreaker. In order to do that, you need to log on. It's the same information that you use to log on with your regular Toastmasters account. And now that we are in here, the first thing you want to do is go to this little symbol that says Pathways. Click it, and you're going to first take the assessment if you haven't done that. I've already done it. Let's just see what it says if I do it. Alright, so I would take my assessment here. Let's try to choose a path next. Let's see what happens there. So here I'll go to choose a path. I've already done this, so that's probably why it's here for me. Let's go back, and this is where you're going to access your speeches once you've taken the assessment and you know what path you are on. For example, I am going to press login as a member here. It has some extra choices for me because I am the VP of Education. One thing you need to do is turn on your pop-up blocker, so turn it off. So what you'll do is you'll go here, highlight this little thing, press Control-C, and then if you have Google, you're going to go here, you're going to click Settings, you're going to go all the way down to the bottom, go to Advanced Settings, go to Content, go down, go to Pop-ups and Redirects, press Add, and press Control-V. So again, Control-C to pick it up, Control-V. Now I have Toastmasters.csod.com allowed as a pop-up. If you didn't get that the first time, you can either press pause and go back earlier in the video, or follow these steps right here. Press pause and go back and forth with this. If you are using Internet Explorer, the directions are here, numbers 1 and 2. And the third one here is for Firefox. Follow these directions. Again, the idea would be to follow these directions before moving forward. So I've done this now, so I'm going to close, and then it asks me to refresh. In Google, you refresh by hitting this, so that's what I'll do. And it's done. Now that I've refreshed, I'm going to go to My Education Transcript, and I'm going to go to Innovative Planning. When I did my assessment, I chose Innovative Planning out of about 10 to 15 choices as the area I wanted to focus on. Go to Open Curriculum, and here you will see that I am on Innovative Planning, Level 2, and I have completed 2 of the 4 tasks. Innovative Planning has 5 levels. Each one is worth 20% of the total. So when you look up here at 30%, that indicates that I've completed level 1, 20%, plus half of level 2, which is another 10%. So 20% plus 10% gives me a grand total of 30%. That's how you can check your progress. Fortunately, that's the only way I can check your progress as well. I can only see this number. This bar here just tells you that you've done 1, 2, 50% of 1, 2, 3, 4 activities. Let's look into how you go to an actual speech. So I am on this speech here, so I'm going to click it. And it goes to this page. I don't know, no, I'm not going there. Don't click this. Go here and click Launch. When I go to Launch, I see a page like this. This is the pop-up that I just did a minute ago. But I'm moving up and down. I don't really see anything. What I need to do is I need to enlarge this screen so that I see everything. Now I have the arrows that I can go backwards and forwards. Down at the bottom, This shows me all the different pages in this section. So it starts with an introduction and my assignment. Then it goes through my skills. So I rate myself 1 to 5 in about 4 or 5 skills. Then I go through, learn a bit. Complete your assignment is where you write your speech after doing 30 minutes maybe of looking at these resources. Then you get evaluated by somebody else. This is where the evaluation is. And finally, you assess the same skills that you did in step 3. You evaluate yourself in the last step. So I'm going to go through and just show you what one of these looks like. I'm going to go to the first step, the introduction, and just kind of breeze through it real quickly. The second page, by the way, has a project checklist. Anything like that you can click on. This tells you an overview of the speech, how long it has to be, those types of things. You can print that out if you like. So now I'm back on this page. Where did that thing go? What I have to do on my computer is go down to the Google thing at the bottom, double click it, and then go back here. And now I'm on this page. So here's where I rated myself. I understand the role of a mentor. I gave myself a 4 out of 5. And I went through and I did this for a bunch of questions. Once I'm done, I keep on going here. Now I go through the steps and I read all these pages. If they're red, it typically means it's interactive, so there's something else you can click on. I go through all of this at my own pace. Here, because there's 4 dots, that means within this little section there's 4 things to click. I complete this. Continue. I'm just clicking through now to speed up this process. I get here, there's a little video. I go here, the project checklist is the same one as before, but I do want to show you 2 resources here. I can do evaluation resources, which is a 3-page document, which is the evaluation form. This is what you'd want to print out and bring with you to the next Toastmasters meeting. If you can't do that, I have evaluation forms I can help you out with as long as I know what speech you're doing. I've done it again, so I have to go back here and click on my pathway, and there we go. I'm now here. This is a 19-page document which shows all the different steps pretty much in the entire section here, including the evaluation. So if you want to, you might want to print that out. I do have this document printed out for the first 4 speeches. So if you like a paper copy while you're trying to figure this out, please ask me. I've brought them. They're ready to go. At any rate, each time I go back to this, I have to go down here to where it says Google Chrome, double click it, and open up the other page because it's a pop-up. I go here after I've given my speech. I'm just going to do this as an example. Let's say I give myself a 4, a 5, a 4, and 4, and a 4. Now I press submit. I look at what I did before and after, so I stayed the same, went up, went up, went up. I'm good with that. Now I'm going to go here and it says congratulations, you have finished this project. You're ready to go to the next path. So now when I go back to this page, you will notice that this button is now clicked as done. I've done 75% of the level, and I've now done 35% of my speeches. And now I can activate this. Gonna have to go here. It didn't work. So sometimes I've had to do this, launch. Okay, if it doesn't work the first time, I'll show you that in a minute. So now it goes through the steps that I have to do. I have to mark, go to level 2 completion box, mark complete. Status will be pending. Status completed. View certificate. So here's how this works. I go here. I'm going to mark this as complete. Now I'm finished with this, and now that is all I need to